Hello my friends, how are you recently? In my previous video, I talked about my burnout and how I quit my academic position to become an artist. I received so many messages from you. Hearing your life stories are so inspiring to me. If you are in the same situation, I want to let you know that you're not alone, and I wish my experience will give you some hope and comfort. In this video, I want to talk about a very pragmatic issue. Money. From the moment the idea of quitting emerged in my head until me actually quitting, it took almost 3 years. I'm a very cautious person. I wanted to make sure that after I quit, I can still be financially independent. So I intentionally saved up some money. But the drastic change of my financial situation after I quit my job was still a tremendous challenge. Especially I went back to art school, and let's be honest, art schools are expensive. We live in a society that almost everything is to be purchased. In order to have a roof above our heads, we need to pay rent. We need to buy food in the supermarket to eat. To receive education, we need to pay tuition fee. Medical care needs money. Marriage needs money. Raising kids needs money, and the divorce needs money. Everything has a price. It seems money is the foundation to a happy life, which is true to some extent. In the modern society, we make life too much harder than it should be. We grow up in a competitive system, encouraging us to be the best of the best at a very young age. Then we want to go to an excellent university in order to guarantee a decent job with comfortable income after graduation. We are under the family and societal pressure to get married, have children, maintain a rich social life, live in a big house, travel abroad every year, renew our wardrobe every season, eat out every week. The list can go on and on. Social media, television, advertisement, popular culture, cinema, all together contribute to reinforce this modern, complicated, busy, happy life. But life is easy. Why do we make it so hard? Let's imagine an extreme life scenario without money. If you want to live rent-free, you can build a simple house with natural material in the wild. Wood, earth, stones, they're all free. Or you can live on the street if you prefer, rent-free, and people may even give you $1 or $2 from time to time. If you want to have free food, go into the nature, hunt animals and gather wild fruits. They're organic and they don't cost a dime. If you don't want to spend a fortune on dating and marriage, you can always choose to be alone. Enjoy the company of yourself. Nature has everything we need to maintain a happy life, and they are completely free. Our ancestors have lived just like that. Hunting and gathering, without modern housing, without fast fashion, without constant entertainment from social media. If they can do it, I'm certain it is possible for us. So if money is not fundamental for living, then what is holding us back? For me, it was the fear of change and alienation. If I quit my job without another job that will give me the equivalent income, then I have to face a radical change of lifestyle. I can no longer afford my big apartment, eat out whenever I want, buy new clothes every month. I can no longer take vacations in the same conditions anymore. The consequence can be even more significant if we think about our social life and love life. How can I keep up with the lifestyle of my friends? How can I go on date? Will my family still love me the same if I become jobless? Will other people think that I'm a huge failure for quitting? Well, actually the fear only grows stronger if we don't make up our mind. After I quit my job, I went back to school to get an art degree. I spent almost half of my savings on this education. In order to be financially independent, I have to largely reduce my living expenses. And I'm surprised to realize that I can definitely live on much less. I left my big apartment in the city center, rented a smaller apartment with a roommate. I gave away almost all my furniture except for my studio desk and my mattress. I also donated 80% of my clothes, so I needed little room for storage. I learned to cook balanced meals at home on a budget. I spend most of my time doing what makes me happy, creating. I enjoyed more and more alone time, drawing, painting, writing, and filming. I treasure the quality time with some close friends and family, rather than going out for the sake of not being alone. I begin to nurture my inner self, to enjoy my solitude. Alone time is really important for a creator. I can concentrate myself on my projects and develop them thoroughly without being distracted. To be honest, this change was unbearably hard for me in the beginning. I feared to live in poverty, to be a starving artist, a failure. There are moments I seriously regretted my decision of quitting, but whenever I get back to my art, it reminds me why I made that decision. It is just part of the beautiful journey and is totally worth it. So if you're thinking about quitting your job, I don't want to lie to you by saying that it's easy. It's not easy, even very hard, but it's not impossible. The resilience we have in each one of us as human beings is astonishing. We are capable of change. It takes time, determination, and self-love. If you're living the same change, please remember to be kind to yourself. You already made a big step by quitting and pursuing what you love. From time to time, we may need a big cry, feeling regretful, or even self-pity. But don't forget, why did you make the change? And all changes need patience and faith. Thank you so much for listening, my friends. If you liked my video, please give me a like and consider to subscribe. It will help others to find this channel and help me to create more content. I will see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.